Tony Abreu here with Perceptive Outdoors. In this video, I'm going to be showing several clips of the new AGM ASP Micro TM 160. I've been riding around getting all kinds of clips. On this particular one, I actually streamed to my phone about 18 minutes or so on a golf cart ride that I did the other day while I was doing some testing with it. And what I'm going to do is, I cannot get it off of my phone. It won't export off the app onto my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screen record and show you some of the highlights of that run and just show you different distances and stuff. So stay tuned. All right, so this is the app that you have to download for the AGM Micro. The guys over at Outdoor Legacy Gear, they got a podcast and they talked about this app and they said not to download it because it looks sketchy. But I understand what they're saying, but I had already downloaded it way before they said that. So I've been using it and it's pretty good so far. I like it so far. I think it's really cool to just download or take videos right on your phone. You can take them right on to your phone and they'll save right to your photo album. Just one thing to know, this video here that I got on the screen was 18 minutes long and it was so big that it won't come off of the app onto my phone. So that's why I'm doing it this way, just to show you some different things. So I went to the railroad tracks right before dark, right in my neighborhood. It's about 2 miles away. I was on my golf cart, and basically what I did was I tried to film a video showing what this unit would do out to 600 yards, and it really didn't turn out that good because if you look at right there, the railroad tracks are glowing so hot, and it didn't really turn out that good. I mean, I'll post another video on that, and I'm sorry about the jumpiness, but the jumpiness is just that the fact that I have the AGM, the micro unit, it's in sort of like a tripod holder or like a clamp holder on my windshield of my golf cart, and there's a lot of rocks out here, and it's very, very bumpy from the rocks. So I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit because there's a lot to get to. I know it's shaky or whatever, but if you look all the way up there where I was approximately 700 yards from a crossing. And I know that I was able to see cars cross at 700 yards with this thing. Now, you're definitely not going to be able to see a person at 700 yards or a deer at 700 yards. So far, the farthest that I've seen anything has been 300. But I just wanted to share that because I definitely saw cars crossing on this video at 700 yards. This unit is the bottom, the base model unit. So there's not a lot of, it doesn't have a lot of range. It's only got like a 160 core in it. Let me back up here for 1 second. That was just after I got out of the railroad tracks, but I'm almost there. So whenever I get up here to the crossing, you're gonna see a guy. He's probably 50 yards away, and he is walking. There's a car going to the left there, and another car coming right. And then there's a guy gonna be walking here from right to left, and he's about 50 yards. So that's coming up here in a second. Yep, there he is, about 50 yards. Just walking across the tracks. Now, this is white hot, and obviously the road is still really, really hot from the sun. The railroad tracks are pretty hot as well. So then I pull up a little bit. I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit. And as I turn the corner up here, you're gonna see how hot the road is. You're gonna see when I turn right, there was 2 vehicles down there. They were about 100 yards down, and one of them left, and then the other one, there was a guy that walks behind the car on the right. That one's leaving, and then you can see him walk up to his vehicle, and that's basically 100 yards to where that guy is in that truck. And this is on the base magnification of 1 power, which is actually less than 1 power if you were to look at it with your naked eye. But at this point, I got my lights on my golf cart and it's almost dark. and I am basically just riding around. But I have my lights on, but you can't see lights, so you can see the heat glowing from the light. That's a car coming by. It's a little bumpy. And definitely you're going to want to play with your color palettes here too, because different backgrounds are going to produce different results with different color palettes, and you'll see I'll start to shift that a little bit here in a minute. Now as I'm going forward here, I saw 2 more golf carts down to the left, so I basically turned down there and you'll kind of see them. I wish I would have flipped the color palette here because you probably would have seen them a lot better, but oh, I did. Okay, cool. So that's Black Hot right there. You're going to see those golf carts down there to the left here. They were probably 100 to 120 yards down. See them right there at the corner. The one guy takes off. So you definitely, it's definitely got some pretty good stuff. I mean, it's not like, you know, a $4,000 640 core. That last one was the Fusion, and this is the Red Hot. Red Hot actually glows red on the Super Hot stuff, and the other real bright one was the Fusion color. So I ride around a little bit, and basically it wasn't nothing really spectacular. Now coming up right here, this was a cool one because on the left there are some horses in a field, and actually there's cows too on the left, but we don't really look at those. But then there's also 2 cows and a donkey on the right, but I didn't see the donkey, but I definitely saw the cows, and you'll see I'm going to pull right to the right here, and you're going to see the cows in the field. They were probably 100 yards, I would think. I can't remember exactly. They were probably 75 to 100 yards, and you can see them right there on the far right and on the far left. That's the cows. 2 cows. They're pretty decent cows. That's the Fusion color. Basically, I'm just flipping through, and when you're streaming, you can actually flip on your phone, or you can use the machine. That's the Red Hot. So you can actually flip the colors on your phone, and it'll change them while you're streaming and recording, or you can actually use the buttons on the monocular and change the color as well. So I just wanted to show those, you know, those 2 cows with the different color palettes, and then what we're going to do here is I'm going to go over across the street, and I'm going to show you the horses. And I can't remember exactly what yardage they were because I've done the horses twice, but I'll tell you in a second. I can kind of guess. It's probably about 200 to 250 across, all the way across to the building, that white building over there. So I'm thinking they're probably like 100 right there, maybe 75, but you definitely can ID the horses right there, no problem. And then that's Black Hot. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like 75-ish to 100. And then after I go through the color palettes here, then I'm gonna go to the right, and I'm gonna go down, and it'll be about 200 yards. But you can definitely ID those horses right there with this unit. That's the Fusion color again. That's the Red Hot. You can see that the Super Hot stuff glows red. I'm not sure what that is on the far left. I know there are 3 horses there. It could be a horse laying down over there. I'm not sure, but definitely using this thing for detection is a great tool. Back to White Hot. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Trying to fast forward. All right, I went too far. All right, so I just turned the corner there, and I'm about to pull up to the fence on the other side over there, and we're gonna see. And I don't know if you can notice, but you can definitely, that's a speed hump right there in front of me, and those are painted. And I believe I went too far. I gotta back up some. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little more because I know what I did here. I actually started using the zoom feature there as well. We'll go to 15 there. Okay, so it's still more than that. All right, we'll go to 15. All right, so this is me. I just turned the corner, and I'm gonna pull right there in the grass. I'm gonna shoot right over the fence right there. By this time, it's completely dark, and obviously thermal you can see in the complete darkness. And I actually could drive with this thing sitting on my windshield of my golf cart without using lights if I had to. But there's the two horses. They're not really broadside. They're basically, you know, either facing me or with their butt to me. I don't know exactly. But that is 200 yards. That was white hot. Now this is black hot. You can definitely see there's two, you know, definitely two strong heat signatures there. And if you look above the right horse, that's actually a power pole with a pot on top, and it's hot as well. And then that was 2x zoom, and this is 4x zoom, and that's back to 1x zoom. So that's diffusion, that's 2x zoom, that's 4x zoom. Obviously, every time you zoom, you lose your clarity by 50% because it's a digital zoom. That's the red hot, that's 2x zoom and 4x zoom. And that is pretty cool. 200 yards, not a problem to see those. It is in a field. Definitely a great tool to pick up an animal's heat source, or even in the daytime you can use it to pick up heat sources before they even get out. You know, out if they're in the woods walking out, you can catch them. So as you can see, that was a pretty good, just a wide range of footage that I've gotten so far. Like I said earlier in the video, I was kind of worried about it because it was 18 minutes long, and if you're gonna record video on the app, don't do it that long, just do them a lot shorter. I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to get it off. I was able to get it off though, and so far I'm liking the unit. Definitely 100 yard, you know, easy to ID a horse at 100 yards, no doubt. You know, it is the smallest core once again, and it's only gonna have a limited amount of range, but for me, you know, going from night vision right into thermal and having a monocular, man, it's just such a great tool, you know, to help you at least detect something there. And then I'm gonna jump right on my scope and ID it on my scope anyways. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, please, you know, hit the like button and turn it blue for me. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I got lots more content coming on this and a whole bunch of other stuff. And also, hopefully I'm going to have a huge announcement in the next week or so. Got a lot of stuff I'm planning around this whole topic, and it excites me. I love being out in the field and using this stuff, and appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next video.